Hey everybody, it is time for my Week 13 NFL picks. But before I get to the games this week, let's take a brief look at how I did last week. Last week ended up being another good week for me. I went 9 and 7 on my picks, including 2 out of 3 on Thanksgiving Day. So pretty proud of myself. Okay, before I get to the games this week, for the first time this year, we do have playoff scenarios, and I'm going to mention them real quickly. Both of them this week are in the NFC. Going to start with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles can clinch a berth in the playoffs if one of these two scenarios happens. They win, Washington loses, San Francisco loses or ties, and Seattle loses or ties. But there's a catch. As long as both San Francisco and Seattle each don't tie. Okay. The other scenario, Philly wins, Washington ties, San Francisco loses, and Seattle loses. The Eagles are in the playoffs. Minnesota gets their first chance to clinch the NFC North. They can do that with a win and a Detroit loss or tie, or if they tie and Detroit loses. So if one of those two scenarios happens, the Vikings win the NFC North. The teams that are on byes this week are the Cardinals and the Panthers. These are straight up picks. We'll mention the point spread. So let's get to the games of Week 13. Starting off with the Thursday night game, the Buffalo Bills head to New England to play the Patriots. Buffalo 8-3, New England 6-5. Buffalo favored by 3.5 points. This is going to be a competitive game. I expect this to be a good game, but I am liking the Bills to win this one. They will outlast New England, pick up a big win in the battle for the AFC East. Deshaun Watson returns to the NFL and to Houston as the Cleveland Browns play the Texans. The Browns are 4-7. The Texans 1-9-1. Cleveland is favored by 7. I'm not sure the reaction that Deshaun Watson's going to get. I'm going to guess it's going to be negative, but I am taking the Browns to win this game. The Denver Broncos travel to Baltimore to play the Ravens. The Broncos are 3-8. The Ravens are 7-4. Baltimore favored by 8.5 points. Can you hold a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter this time, Baltimore? We'll see, but I'll give you another chance. Ravens will win this game. The Green Bay Packers go to Chicago to play the Bears. The Packers are 4-8. The Bears 3-9. Green Bay favored by 4.5. I think the fact that Rodgers more than likely is playing this game kind of helped with this pick. I'm going with the Packers to win this game. The Jacksonville Jaguars travel to Detroit to play the Lions. Both teams are 4-7. Jacksonville favored by 1. This was actually a hard game to pick, but I'm gonna go with Jacksonville on this one. I think the win they had against Baltimore last week is gonna actually propel them to get to another victory. I am taking the Jags to win. The New York Jets travel to Minnesota to play the Vikings. The Jets are 7-4, Vikings 9-2. Minnesota favored by 3. This should be a really good game. This was another hard game to pick, but I'm going to take the Vikings to win this game this week to go to 10-2. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Atlanta to play the Falcons. The Steelers 4-7, the Falcons 5-7. Pittsburgh favored by 1. I am going with the Falcons to win this game, to come back from their loss last week to go to 6-7. The Tennessee Titans travel to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. The Titans 7-4, Eagles 10-1. Philadelphia favored by 4.5. This is a good game. Could this be a potential Super Bowl preview? Who knows? Either way, I'm going to take the Eagles to win this game to go to 11-1, get them in a good position as they head towards the home stretch. A big game in the NFC East. The Washington Commanders go to the Meadowlands to play the Giants. The Commanders 7-5, the Giants 7-4. Washington favored by 2.5. The Giants have not been the same the last few weeks. Washington is playing some of their best football right now. I'm taking the Commanders to win this game to go to 8-5. The Miami Dolphins travel to San Francisco to play the 49ers. The Dolphins are 8-3, the 49ers 7-4. San Francisco favored by 4. This was a tough game to pick, but this is going to be my upset pick of the week this week. I'm taking the Dolphins to beat the 49ers on the road to go to 9-3. The Seattle Seahawks travel to Los Angeles to play the Rams. The Seahawks 6-5, Rams 3-8. Seattle favored by 7. It's kind of sad to see how the Rams have been in 1 year. I'm going with the Seahawks to win to make the NFC West even more interesting. The Kansas City Chiefs travel to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Chiefs 9-2, Bengals 7-4. Kansas City favored by 2 in a rematch of the AFC title game from last year. This is going to be a fun game to watch. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win this game. They're the hottest team, maybe not only in the AFC, but maybe in all of football right now. They're very quiet about their winning streak. I'm taking the Chiefs to win. The Los Angeles Chargers go to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. The Chargers are 6-5. The Raiders are 4-7. This is a pick'em game. I'm picking the Chargers to win to try to stay pace in the AFC wildcard for whatever hope they have of making the playoffs. Sunday night game, the Colts travel to Dallas to play the Cowboys. The Colts 4-7-1, Cowboys 8-3. Dallas is favored by 10.5 points. I'm going to go with Dallas to win. They got a few extra days off from the Thanksgiving game. I think that's going to help them get better. Dallas will beat the Colts. And the Monday night game, the New Orleans Saints head to Tampa to play the Buccaneers. The Saints are 4-8. The Bucs are 5-6. Tampa favored by 3.5 points. If the Saints win this game, they are in the race for the NFC South. I can't believe I'm saying that. But I'm taking the Buccaneers to win this game to even their record to 500. Tampa Bay to win. So, do you agree or disagree with my picks? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe and watch more of my videos. And click on the bell to be notified of when a brand new video shows up. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy your Week 13 of the NFL.